Thank you. Please be seated.
Morning, everyone. I wanted to kidnap the opening moments of the Academic Colours Chapel, really to focus on the Case Student Leadership Conference that's happened here at Shawnigan since last Saturday and finished yesterday. It was absolutely a tremendous experience, and it was our opportunity to host 43 schools from across Canada. And during that, we really challenged the traditional notions of leadership and explored engagement, teamwork alongside leadership. I sometimes feel there's an unhealthy obsession about leadership, and we certainly challenged that with some of the keynote speakers. One of the keynote speakers presented on teamwork and leadership in relation to sport. And at one point he put up a slide, if you know your soccer, of Alex Ferguson as a younger man and of Ronaldo as a very young man. I think when he went to Man United he was about 17 or 18. And he put this up and he made the point, the speaker, that probably the most important two words in a leader's vocabulary are well done. And I've sort of been reflecting on that over the last couple of days, and it is probably the single most important thing for a headmaster to say. Some of you may know my mother's South African, so I feel very much half South African. And in my career I've worked in Swaziland, a little landlocked country in the bottom right-hand corner of Africa, wedged between South Africa and Mozambique. And the language there is Siswati. And we've got a guest today. He'll be introduced formally in a minute. But I want him just to come up and help me with a Southern African greeting, and this is a variation of it in Siswati, and just to listen to it. Come on up, Rudy. So if I was walking down this aisle or just standing at the chapel steps and Rudy was coming towards me, I would automatically greet him with Sabona.
Yebo.
Gunjani.
Sikona.
Thanks, Rudy. We've been discussing the sort of variations. Actually, maybe stay with me. Rudy, I feel comforted with you there next to me. But we were talking about it, and the first one, Sabona, means I see you, I value you, I respect you. And actually, where that last bit, Sinkona, has a special meaning to it. What does it mean, Rudy?
Sikona basically means I am here and I am well.
Thanks, Rudy. So this morning is about me saying to various people, in fact to the whole community, I see you, I value you, I respect you as your headmaster, and hopefully you will feel individually in our community this morning, I am here. I actually would like the pod leaders of the Case Conference just to stand up for a moment to be recognized by the whole community for their incredible work towards hosting and supporting these students who come from across the country, a little unsettled and excited. Please stand up, pod leaders. And stay up, please. And I'd also like anyone else, staff or students, who contributed to the conference, and that includes the many staff who opened up their homes as host families, to please stand up and join them. Please be seated. You really did an extraordinary job in supporting that conference and supporting other students' learning. I certainly learned a great deal from every keynote speaker I went to listen. I'd also like to just take a moment that there were some grade 12 students who quietly, behind the scenes, they had the initiative. They wrote to me in Norway this time last year to say they'd been to Lakefield. They'd had a tremendous time, and as the incoming head, how would I feel about it? They never really waited for my answer. Before I knew it, they'd organized it. But they'd used great initiative, and then with some gentle support from some staff in the backgrounds, they just went ahead and delivered it on behalf of Shawnigan. Fine ambassadors, please stand up. Isaac, Kerry, Atusa, and Moman. And I'd like you to come on up because MCB, he's not the killer of dreams, he's the maker of dreams, is here waiting to present you with something on behalf of the school community. Please come on up, and we'd also like a photo with the wonderful Arden in the front row. Come on up. Okay. And it was very much a conference run by students for students. But of course, given the sort of gigantic logistics of an institution like this, there were some staff behind the scenes. I'd like these member of staffs to please stand up for their extra special contribution. Ms. Edson, do you hear the silent G there? Mrs. Hamilton, Mr. Munro, Ms. Russell, Miss Allen, and Mrs. Rennie, please stand up. And please come on up. We can have a photo, Margot, be warned. You're great at this. You're great. Edson. Give me MCB. Lou? Good. I think you need to be in that photo. As they return to, okay, well, another huge round of applause, I think, for that. And of course, those other unsung heroes, Mr. Rennie is here really to represent all those drivers. A huge amount of extra work for them to do to deliver those students to and from airports. So wonderful work to them. Our kitchen team was sort of stepping up to deliver every time we asked them. We hugely appreciate it. And the last person I want to thank is MCB. I was away, as you know, in Asia, and he kept sending me reassuring messages that it was all under control, and just quietly and calmly and unflappably, he helped support the students to deliver the conference. Come on up, MCB. Nearly enough from me. So during the course of today, do think about those traditional Southern African greetings, or when you see Miss Conroy or Miss Grass around the place, please try it. Say Sabona, and I'm sure they'll reply with Sikona. I value, I respect you, I admire you, I am here. Mrs. Mill.
Thank you, Mr. Lamont. Good morning. This morning it gives me great pleasure to present the academic colors to a number of grade 10 and 12 students based on their academic achievement, effort, and contributions to their classes. I'd first like to read the citation for the award, so please listen. Academic colors will be awarded to students who consistently demonstrate superior effort, achievement, and leadership in their studies, while also maintaining a commitment to the many other facets of the Shotgun program. Showing genuine interest, working to potential, and supporting classmates must be integral to a recipient's approach. When I presented colors last round, I outlined the many awards that Shawnigan has and how each could be attained. This morning, I want to talk about the term ahead. It's a busy term. There are only 11 weeks till closing day. And while it will go by very quickly, we still have a lot to accomplish. One of the key messages in the Academic Colors Citation talks about maintaining a commitment to the many other facets of the Shawnigan program. While this is an academic award, Shawnigan is a school where we encourage students to learn the value and skill of balancing your academics with the many other things which will help you grow as an individual. Our mission statement, after all, is Shawnigan Lake School leads young people in the pursuit of personal excellence through the challenges of a well-rounded education. The students who have already been recognized for academic colors and will be congratulated today for earning the award have shown that they can meet this challenge. So I'd like to do a little experiment. This is a great visual for all of us to see the many things that are going on in the next 11 weeks and how busy all of you will be, as well as perhaps a reminder to some of you that while we encourage you to participate in all of these great opportunities, they cannot be taken on without considering the impact that they will have on how strongly you finish your year academically. The end of the Founder's Prayer references this by saying, continuing of the same until it be thoroughly finished, which yieldeth the true glory. As does our school motto in some respects, Palmam qui merit ferat, which loosely translates to, let the rewards go to those who have earned them. So here's my experiment, and we almost did a little bit of it this morning. When I went through the calendar earlier this week, I saw all the interruptions to our academics from March break till the end of the year. And you're involved in a lot, so let's see who's involved in what. Can you stand when I say one of the activities that's happening between now and closing? So stand, visual, sit. Here we go. Please stand, staff and students, if you just got back from a few weeks in France on a French exchange. This is going to be fast, up and down. Thank you. Could you please stand again if you were involved in a case leadership conference earlier this week? Thank you. Can you please stand if you hosted someone from Azabu? Thank you. Can you please stand if you're on a competitive soccer team? And most of them are actually, other than the junior girls, stand up. The senior girls are away today playing. Please stand if you're in the musical. Thank you. Please stand if you're on a competitive tennis team. Thank you. Please stand if you're writing a DELF exam next week. Thank you. Shh. Please stand if you're in outdoors and going on trips this term. Oh, come on, you are. A few of you. There's more than one of you. Okay, thank you. Some of you don't know that you actually go on trips with outdoors. Okay. Please stand if you're participating in shaman. Thank you. Please stand if you are on the rowing team this term. Thank you. Please stand if you're in the grade 8 field hockey team. Yes. Thank you. Please stand if you're involved in the West Coast Music Festival or Music Provincials. There are a few of you. It's more than just Amelia. Thank you, Amelia. Please stand if you're writing your English 12 provincial exam in 3 weeks. Oh, thank you. Please stand if you're on a rugby team this term. Thank you. Please stand if you're a grade 12 student participating in the Dogwood District Scholarship Awards Night. You should know who you are. You've applied for this. There we go. Please stand if you're on the badminton team. Thank you. Please stand if you are in the Bar None dance recital. Thank you. Please stand if you are a grade 12 student who will be attending your 5-year dinner. Yes. That's an accomplishment. Thank you. Please stand if you're a competitive golfer. And finally, please stand if you're writing an AP exam in the next 5 weeks. Wow. Okay, now stay standing, AP. Stay standing if you're writing 3 or more AP exams. Okay, 5 or more AP exams. 6 or more AP exams. There we go. So I know I've probably missed something, but that's just a sample of the many things that are going on this term. So while you take on all of this, please remember, don't forget your academics. That's enough for me. That's enough. You need to hear from another voice this morning. So I'd like to invite Rudy Nadina to the podium. And while he will introduce himself through his story, Mr. Lamont did pass on that Rudy, once upon a time, was a grade 4 student in our headmaster's class. And Mr. Lamont reports that Rudy used to sit in the front row and hang around after class to ask obscure questions about weaponry used in trench warfare. Please join me in welcoming Rudy to the podium.
That's probably the most interesting introduction I've ever had before. Love it. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Fantastic. For those I haven't met yet, my name is Rudy Nadina. Just a bit about me. I'm a civil engineer, and I'm very passionate about infrastructure development and project management. So currently building 47 bridges in Calgary with an awesome team, and also a proud UBC alum. So for the grade 12s that have applied, best of luck. It's an honor and privilege to be visiting your school this week. It was supposed to be my vacation, but Mr. Lamont made a lot of promises, and 5 days later, I've been working so much, and my vacation is yet to begin. So it's going to be an interesting week next week when I go back to Calgary for work. Anyway, that's my last headmaster joke for the day. I still need a place to sleep tonight. Jokes aside, I hope you realize and appreciate the fact that you have been blessed with an incredible learning and living environment here. And for me, it's been such a pleasure to engage with students and staff throughout the week. I had an awesome philosophy class with the Rev yesterday. Phenomenal interaction with the Model UN group yesterday afternoon as well. Mr. Klassen is super cool, but his jokes land sometimes. I'm sure Miss Andrea will attest to that. And how awesome is Miss Carrie Bell? We had a fantastic time. Yes, woo! We had a fantastic time yesterday, waking up at 4 o'clock to go feed the homeless in downtown Victoria. It was a very humbling experience, so thank you very much for organizing that. The CASE conference earlier this week was just brilliant. I'm personally proud of all the students who participated, and of course the grade 12s who put the whole thing together, and the staff who supported. It was highly professional, intellectually stimulating, and just dope. Shawnigan has made me feel young again, and super nostalgic of my exciting high school years, aka 6 years ago. So sometimes I sound like a very old man, but I'm the youngest one here, so it's okay. But today, we're here to honor some exceptional students for their academic prowess, outstanding leadership, and extraordinary contribution to Shawnigan's student life. We're very proud of you, and today you receive your colors in recognition of your incredible achievements. Having gone through a very rigorous UBC engineering program, and I'm sure we have staff here that have gone through the same, I know there are no shortcuts to achieving success. In fact, I've learned that hard work is a choice. Aiming high is a choice, but true success emanates from exercising commitment and consistency. They say it takes more than hard work and focus to achieve greatness. They're right. But who's they? Not DJ Khaled. Well, in this case, successful people tell us that consistency, perseverance, whoa, that was loud. Consistency, perseverance, and determination are the glue that secures success. Being humble, serving others, and showing genuine compassion will elevate your success and influence in this increasingly challenging world. However, don't get too comfortable, as DJ Khaled will tell you. Don't get too satisfied. Instead, keep challenging yourselves, expand your horizon, and soar even higher. You have great teachers and role models here. Use them. Stay in touch, as I have with mine. Learn from those who've gone before you and seek life-giving mentors. Again, for those receiving your colors today, we are so proud of you, and we salute and celebrate your colors and very inspiring accomplishments. As I close, I challenge you to think bigger. Dare to be different. Discover your purpose. Seek to make a difference and bless the world with the unique and incredible gifts the Creator has given you. There's no secret to success. In fact, there's only a system to success. You're on the right path. Keep learning, keep growing, be limitless, and never settle for less. Thank you.
Thank you, Rudy. So now we will move on to academic colors. So I'm going to invite the headmaster forward to present senior academic colors. First, the ties. When you hear your name, please come forward, shake hands with the headmaster, then accept your tie. Then could you just move out of the way and organize yourself for a photo? Unfortunately, there's a number of the grade 12s who aren't here today because of the soccer tournament at UBC. Here we go. Senior academic colors are presented to Annika Belleru, Benita Chang, Ethan Regan, Jamie Bell, Junu Dimdung, Sarah Rourke, Wendy Bryden, Atusa Farbood, Dana Sellers, Megan Boover, Tatum Hayhurst, Haley Stevens, Georgia Cannon, and Gabrielle Owen. And junior colors, there's quite a few of you, so please move out of the way once you get your pin. Junior colors are presented to Timmy Adamola, Justin Look, Hannah Shope, Marcus Chong, Tom Morrissey, Kate Sutherland, Leticia Parante, Paige Murdy, Saya Tanaka Campbell, Abby Dyer, Isabella Pinar, Yuana Tong, Ainsley Fawcett, Vivek Rao, Sienna Von Rosen, Alexi Fulton, Max Ratzlaff, Jasmine Wheeler, Megan Gilmore, Beth Sharto, Jenny Zhu, Anna Ketch, and Christian Shoemaker. Thank you very much. We're going to end this morning by singing a hymn, and I'm going to ask you to sing it so that Rudy understands what it means to sing a school hymn at Shawnigan with pride. So number 1, we're going to sing 2 verses. The first verse and the last verse. Please stand.
Thanks very much, everyone, for pumping that hymn out. One other important person to thank who's been organising the turning my chaos into logistical brilliance, Mrs. Miranda, who's put together this morning and making sure everyone gets a special present who contributes to the Leadership Conference. Have a wonderful day. The sun is shining. Thank you.